Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka Meghalaya State Legal Service Authority, ringkat ka Jingeh bat ka Department of Justice, Ministry of Law and Justice ka Sarkar India, ka Meghalaya State Judicial Academy bat ka High Court Mediation Committee, Meghalaya, ha ka khandriu tre kulaber arhajar apundriu kala punlong ya ka seminar ka bashisni, halor ka phang, mediation, concepts and techniques, ha auditorium jong ka High Court Meghalaya. Kani ka seminar kadai ka project balabay pisa da ka Department of Justice ka bakerteng increasing access to justice through community mediation ka batmu ban penklan ya kilat Pynbeit Lyngba ki Jingïakren Sngewthuh. Habakran ha kani ka sngi ka Chief Justice ka High Court Meghalaya ka Justice Revati Mohiti Dere kalapan pau ba ka jing Pynbeit Ïaki Jingeh Lyngba ka Jingïakren Kadei ka Lynti ka babaha bat ka bati kana ban Pynbeit yaki kenram ha kani ka juk ka bayat stet kalakdo ba ka Jingeh at bunsin ki mi ha ki jakatre ha ki longyeng longsam ber ha ki shnong ki thau ber ka Jingïakren Sngewthuh ka ai ka rensan ban yakren ban Sngewthuh bat ban Sngewlem ka Chief Justice kalaban ba ka Jingïakren Sngewthuh jung ki aryang mamla ka ailat iki ban Pynbeit ha ka jaka ban yakan at da ka bathau iki Lynti ki babit lang ya bro arliang kalakdoro ba ka Jingeh hayeng ka shari bunsin ka shimpor slem kalut pisa bat ki wei habaphai sha ka imlang salang ha Meghalaya ka Chief Justice kalakdo ba ki rukom Pynbeit kam tin rai ki la don lupa hapring ki jat ban riu khasi jantia bat garo bunsin ki kini jong ka kur ki ju yeshong ban Pynbeit ye ki Jingeh pher ha ka jingshong kurim ka hiar pateng ye ki jaka ki puta bar ka jingkit kli ha ka kam giang u Justice HS Sngewthuh ulakren bat penshai halor ka jingdon kam jong ka Jingïakren Sngewthuh kum ka wei ka benta ka bakraw ha ka jing shakri jong ka jing shisha u Justice Sngewthuh lakentu ye ki mukhtiar bat ki wei ki kinhon banlong ki nong pinyasuk Lyngba ka Jingïakren Sngewthuh da ka bakdo ba ka jing Pynbeit ya ki jingken at ba penkiu ya ka jing shania ha ki nong trei bat kayarap ya ka rukom bishar hok ka bakham stet ha gani kasi ladon lang ru kinong bishar jong ka High Court ka Meghalaya ki bakan thop yo Justice Wan Lura dingdo bat u Justice Beswadi Batacharji ringkat ki ramba ashnong ki mukhtiar ki nong tre sarkar bat ki wei de kate ka seminar ka ladon ru ka jing penshai na u Dr. Aman Hingorani u Senior Advocate ha Supreme Court ka India u bala ai ka jingmut halor ki rukom Pynbeit kam ki bathamai.
May I now kindly request Madam B. Kharbaki, Secretary DLSA, East Khasi Hills. Madam B. Kharbaki, DLSA, East Sngewthuh Hills. At last, may I also request Madam K. E. Rambai, Magistrate, First Class, East Khasi Hills, to kindly felicitate our guest. Thank you. Thank you very much. Kindly felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice. May I kindly request Madam E. Shabong, Special Judge, NDPS, East Khasi Hills.
Conflict resolution is first mindset and then a skill set. Dialogue is the most effective way of dealing with conflict. It takes courage to speak, but also to listen. Most people don't listen with intent to understand. They listen with intent to reply. It's attitude that damages and deepens relationship. It's never too late to be whom you might have been. If everyone is moving forward together, success can take care of itself. A good settlement is better than a good lawsuit. These are they're not exhaustive, these are some of the quotes. The mediation discussion today is about all this and much more. At this stage, we'd like to congratulate the High Court Judicial Academy and the Legal Service Authority for this initiative. We are trying to mainstream mediation. The feedback we get is this state fortunately does not have that kind of areas as many other states. But mediation by itself is an appropriate mechanism to handle certain kind of cases. Not all kind of cases are suitable for mediation or ripe for mediation. but there are a certain category of cases for which mediation will give that healing touch. So in that backdrop, we are very thankful to the High Court for taking this initiative, and my colleague JP Singh joins me in expressing our gratitude for inviting us here to share our experience with all of you. With that note, well then, since we are told we are short of time, we welcome you to the program, encourage full participation. We plan to make it as informal as possible, as interactive as possible, so that you all learn from each other. Thank you.
Being here today to be part of this program and to give this small address, because mediation has become and should become a very, very important facet of equal judicial administration or dispensation to the public. Now, mediation, since we have traditional heads here also who are members of the darbars and the village councils in various Surkaj darbars. So in Khasi, if I can just put a few words, mediation along the Bakamdan Kajimpan Kesan Ïaki Mamla Kibadon Haka Kamukutumane Haka Jingeh Henry Kolong Ïaki Bapun Sngewthuh Daka Jumut Panyasuk Mafiwan Hapu Kami Dru Banya Ilek Panyasuk. But Baro Kindon Ka Kadei Kaman Sngewthuh Barkum Clear Snow Omane Kadena Kawan Napihi Pada Pilek Daito na kata kajengnya ken ate Jesus sut na shwa ban poi shapo ka yingle in sa kom bigi pi let ya le ban yuso. So in Khasi is saying that that people or parties who are yet to litigate or who have differences, when they decide to go for mediation, that they go with an open mind and with a mind of give and take. And so when you go back from there, it's not anyone will go back with a loser or a winner, because mediation helps. Firstly, the importance of mediation in India also can be overstated. It reduces the time and cost involved in resolving disputes, commercial disputes, family conflicts, and it preserves relationships, because in adversarial situations, especially involving family members, business partners, employees. So this creates a lot of discord. There's a winner, there's a loser. But mediation preserves relationships, because when they go out from the proceedings and have decided, that means both should feel satisfied that they have at least come to some terms. And it supports economic growth, because economic growth, as you can see from the Commercial Courts Act, where they've mandated pre-litigation. So these are various steps that have been taken, and main, I would say, is that it's good for the society. So anyway, and stakeholders, all of us are stakeholders in mediation, all of us stakeholders, and in a way, it creates an atmosphere where people can come forward. We should have institutions, we should have more trained mediators. We know that there are a lot of shortages and shortfalls that we have right now. And especially, one area is lawyers also feel that if we send our parties for settlement, then we lose our breath, or we lose our income, or our. So that thought also should be, kept aside, because you must think about the larger interest and your duty in the entire justice delivery system to see, resolution of disputes. And so, especially young lawyers, when enter the profession, doesn't matter. You'll have a better reputation as a lawyer who has, managed to resolve disputes. So those are the things, and as you know, like I've said just now, regular litigation is very expensive, and we have a huge backlog of cases. Even a small state like ours also, we are facing pendency issues now. And so I don't want to linger on, but I would like to say one thing is that in the new Act, the Mediation Act 2023, now in our society, we have these communities. Community is very, very important. We have more of egalitarian kind of society where women also are empowered. So in these communities that we have throughout the villages and the towns, we have the darbars, like you know. So mostly disputes regarding water, regarding small boundary disputes, they come to the darbar. And I'm happy to say that in this new Mediation Act, I think in section 43 to 44, like how that will become institutionalized, this dispute resolution that we already have in place traditionally, customarily. Because I would like to add that we already have that ADR, audit resolution mechanism, working, but only needs institutionalization. And I would say by this act also it will lead to certain kind of codification where the village elders themselves can be trained as mediators and resolve these disputes within the community. And I'm also happy to because of this situation that we have prevailing here, the Department of Justice, Ministry of Justice, we are the first state where we have a community mediation program going on. There's a pilot project going on now. We have run around 6 or 7 programs, and in 2 districts, pilot projects where they're going on now. And this today also is included one of the projects. So in Riphoy and West Garo Hills, we're running this project for community mediation. So that involves survey, research, and right now we're still in the stage of research, and hopefully we'll generate a paper which we can present at the conclusion of our program, which is sponsored by the Department of Justice. So these few words, I wish all of you well, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of valuable takeaways because you have such, renowned and what is called very, very experienced.
I'm extremely happy to be part of this one-day seminar on mediation, concept and techniques of mediation, as part of the Mediation for the Nation drive. In today's fast-paced world, conflicts arise in various aspects of our lives. It could be at workplace, family, community, and so on. Mediation offers a constructive approach to address these issues. By bringing people together, mediation fosters dialogue, understanding, and empathy. It is the best alternative to the adversarial system of adjudication, as true strength lies not in force, but in dialogue that heals and restores the relationships between the parties. Mediation empowers parties to take control of their disputes and craft their own solutions. It is a powerful tool for resolving conflicts and finding a mutually beneficial solution. Take an example, I'm sure most of you must have heard, take an example of 2 brothers fighting for one orange. They go to the court of law and both are vehemently fighting because both want the orange, same orange. The brothers are referred for mediation. They go before a mediator. The mediator asks them, what is the purpose for which you require the orange? One brother says, I need the orange to make the pulp. The other brother says, I want the peel of the orange to make rind. And only through dialogue this dispute is settled, which would not have been possible in the adversarial system. So therefore, how important mediation is, one can understand. Francis Brunet has rightly said, and I quote, at first, people refuse to believe that a strange new thing can be done. Then they begin to hope it can be done. Then they see it can be done. Then it is done, and all the world wonders why it was not done centuries ago. Thus, mediation is a very powerful tool to address and redress grievances or cases, and therefore it is necessary to make people understand its immense advantages. Mediation gives individuals a voice and control over the outcome and preserves relationships. This responsibility lies with every stakeholder in the system. Effective communication, conflict resolution, and creative problem solving are the key to make mediation effective in resolving conflicts. In fact, there is no one method that fits or a strategy that fits all. It would depend on each and every individual case. One would have to explore different strategies for different problems when the problem comes before them. In mediation, words have power, and it is important to choose them wisely so that conflicting parties do not feel that the mediator is being partial to one party. The object of the mediator should be and is always to build bridges and not walls. Thus, the mediator requires immense patience, persistence, and an open mind to facilitate dialogue and find resolutions. It is important to impress upon the parties the pitfalls of an adversarial litigation, which is the cost of the litigation, the time factor involved, how litigation can emotionally drain the parties, that an adversarial approach creates only winners and losers, damaging relationships forever, that there is limited control over the outcome of the case, and that with the pendency, the cases can take years to resolve, and that outcomes that ultimately come can be unpredictable. Of course, advantages of mediation are very well known. It is less confrontational, more flexible and informal. It allows creative and faster solutions. It's cost effective and it's confidential. And most important, it's a win-win situation for both the parties. There are no winners, there are no losers. And where both the parties go back happy. Cases which can be resolved in mediation are cases of real-world applications. Take a business dispute between partners, employees, and brothers, family disputes, employment disputes, community disputes, and so on. Even a workplace dispute mediation can help colleagues resolve issues and improve communication. A neutral mediator facilitates conversation, ensuring everyone's voice is heard. And this approach can lead to innovative solutions, increased productivity, and a more positive work environment. As said earlier, mediation is not only about winning or losing as an adversarial setup, but it is about finding a win-win solution with the help of the parties themselves. As Stephen Covey said, synergy is better than my way or your way. It is our way. It needs to be emphasized that by working together and finding a solution, one can achieve far more than one can achieve alone. A family dispute over inheritance can be resolved between the family members mutually by finding an acceptable solution. Mediation can resolve disputes between neighbors and preserve community relationships. Mediation can help parties to resolve a business dispute by ensuring that the partnerships are preserved and reputation is also preserved. It is important, therefore, for a mediator to have skills which will help them find solutions so as to settle the dispute between the parties. Within the families, villages and customary institutions, and within the formal judicial system through court-annexed mediation centers and local adalats. In the social structure of Meghalaya, particularly amongst the Khasi, Jaintia and Garo communities, the family and clan form the first forum of dispute resolution. In fact, many disputes are addressed within the extended family through the intervention of elders or respected members of the clan, and these disputes could be, apart from matrimonial disagreements, family obligations and responsibilities, inheritance and clan property issues, and domestic disputes. The objective, of course, is to see that the parties reconcile and the relationships are restored, rather than going in for adjudication. Village institutions also continue to play an important role in dispute resolution. In the Khasi and Jantia Hills, the Darbar Shong, under the leadership of Rangba Shong, functions as the village council and often mediates disputes among residents. The disputes which are resolved are normally minor civil disputes, land boundary issues, neighborhood conflicts, disputes which affect community harmony. The Darbar Shong generally seeks to resolve disputes through dialogue and consensus, thereby ensuring that peace is maintained in the community. In the Garo Hills, the traditional village head known as the Nakma plays an important role in resolving disputes within the community. The Nakma is the custodian of the clan. This has clan land and community interests, mediates disputes like the land and clan property, village administration, disputes between the members of the community. The process often involves consultation with elders and community members with the aim of arriving at a mutually acceptable settlement. Beyond the village level, customary governance structures as the Darbar Raid, Darbar Hima also function as forum of dispute resolutions in the Khasi and Jantia Hills. Where disputes cannot be resolved at the village level, they may be referred to higher traditional authorities such as the Sirdar or CM. These institutions emphasize reconciliation and community consensus. However, this system faces challenges because of limited funding, shortage of trained lawyers, poor awareness amongst the beneficiaries, and institutional coordination issues. The Mediation Act of 2023 establishes a statutory framework for mediation in India. Its success depends on the institutional strengthening of mediation bodies and centers, training and capacity building for mediators, judges, and lawyers, public awareness to encourage mediation over litigation, getting judicial support for case reference, technological integration including online mediation, safeguards, ensuring safeguards for fairness, addressing power imbalances and ethical concerns. Effective mediation will transform mediation. Effective implementation will transform mediation into a mainstream dispute resolution mechanism. Online dispute resolution, what we call as the ODR, uses digital platforms for negotiation, mediation, and arbitration. As we all know, during the COVID-19 pandemic, this gained momentum and in a way is indirectly also supported by the Arbitration and Conciliation Act, the Commercial Courts Act, and the Mediation Act. The Meghalaya State Legal Services Authority is implementing a project, as Justice Thank You said, titled Increasing Access to Justice Through Community Mediation. It is funded by the Department of Justice, Ministry of Law and Justice, Government of India, which aims to strengthen grassroots disputes resolution. The project includes training and sensitization of headmen, Nakmas, CMs on community mediation and to sensitize them on local customs and usages so as to enable them to resolve disputes at the grassroots levels. They are doing project in 2 districts in Ripoy and West Garo Hills, and they're conducting a survey and The focus is on mediation skills, legal literacy, customary laws, and access to legal aid. This project intends to integrate traditional dispute resolution, including grassroots initiative practices, with modern mediation techniques to reduce litigation and empower local communities.